Welcome to Business Minds, your resource for connecting with business owners, aspiring entrepreneurs, and forward thinkers. It's an opportunity to connect with those people, to collaborate together, to learn from each other, and perhaps uncover some solutions and fresh perspectives that you hadn't considered before. I'm Cindy Bird, your host. I'm a business owner myself, an educator, and a thinking partner with a passion for helping businesses and individuals thrive. Thanks so much for choosing to join Business Minds today. I hope you're having a great day so far. It's a beautiful one in my world. I hope it is where you are as well. Today's topic is the 3 benefits of ongoing learning. Obviously, as an educator myself, both in the college environment, having been at Robert Morris University as a business professor, and what I do through my business image potential out in the business world, customizing learning and development opportunities for businesses and their employees. This is a topic that's very near and dear to my heart. But I'm going to share these 3 benefits with you, and hopefully you'll see as well how important and how significant ongoing learning is. I want to share a couple of quotes with you from some people I think you've heard of before. One is from Henry Ford, and he said, "Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young." Well, I like that one for multiple reasons. But yeah, there are some definite benefits, even physiologically, for us. Our brain functions better if we continue to learn. But it is more than that. Albert Einstein said this: "Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death." And I really like this one from Eleanor Roosevelt. "All of life is a constant education." Learning is around us everywhere, and there are so many opportunities and places and ways we can learn. Business Minds, of course, provides some informal learning opportunities, that social learning. We're tapping into online resources. People go to conferences, they attend workshops, webinars online, and the list goes on and on. But let's talk about those 3 specific benefits that I want to share with you. The first one is, well, first of all, I want to say this. I want to say that they all have an element that emphasizes branding. That's one of my areas of specialty through my business. And so when I thought about this topic, I thought, boy, those 3 benefits that stood out to me were that it will strengthen your business brand, strengthen your personal brand, and strengthen your employer brand. So let's take a look at each of those. There are 3 ways that it's going to strengthen your employer brand. And the first is consistency. People want to do business with companies and individuals who demonstrate that they're competent, right? They demonstrate that, they provide quality services and products. But we expect, as consumers, we expect competence to be there all of the time, not just when you first start your business, not just when you first hire an employee. We want that to be ongoing. So your learning and development has to be ongoing in order to consistently deliver on your brand promise. Your brand reputation depends on it. People are perceiving either that you and your business are competent at delivering your products and services or perhaps not. It really is a reflection of your overall brand, and it's an opportunity to build credibility and therefore the trust that people have in your brand. There are a lot of professions that you're all familiar with that require some type of ongoing certification or recertification. Professions like teaching, engineering, financial planning, tax preparation, food service. So it's almost a given that we expect a business or an individual to keep up to date with those things in order to maintain consistent product quality and consistent services. They send a signal or act as a cue to people that, hey, this is a business that I can trust in because they have these certifications, they have these credentials, so to speak. So ongoing learning and development can actually be a way to improve your consistency in other ways too, though. If you're not required to have certain certifications, some certifications can still send that signal that you're going to offer consistent quality and service. So you're an accountant and you decide to earn your CPA, become a certified professional accountant. You're in human resource management, or you offer human resource management services like my guest Rob Burns, who was on the program a few weeks ago, and you earn some special certifications in the field of human resource management. All of those, again, are enhancing your credibility and also your ability to attract customers and retain them too. One of the ways that your learning and development provides consistency is you're maintaining and enhancing the knowledge and skills that you need beyond some of the things I just mentioned through certifications. These are the services and deliverables that your clients come to expect from you along the way, your customers expect. So you want to think beyond job-specific skills in order to create consistency in your ability to really deliver quality products and services. A great example of that is CEFCU here locally, and they also, of course, have some offices outside of Illinois as well. They offer programs that teach critical thinking and problem solving, how to build positive relationships with members who are their customers, and also how to build positive relationships and maintain good relationships with coworkers. And I can personally attest to that. They are one of my clients, CEFCU is. I've done some employee development programs for them that focus on professionalism in the workplace, making great connections with people, engaging with them appropriately, and so forth. But that's really critical. You know, oftentimes we hire a new employee and we think we're just training them how to do their job. But a big part of how to do that job and to do it consistently is learning those things beyond job skills, what some people call soft skills, interpersonal communication, personal leadership, professionalism, work ethic, all of those things. Another way that ongoing learning helps with your consistency, it's not just helping people be competent in their work, but also to excel at their work. Think about it. If you take the time to invest in your employees, they're going to get better at what they do and help you be more excellent at what you do in your business. Along the way, you're building your own pool of ready candidates. If you want to move someone into a different position or a new opportunity opens up or you want to promote someone into supervision or leadership and management, you're going to position that person to excel for you. And you'll hear me say later too, it helps them be more confident in their ability too. One way that's very beneficial at promoting within is it gives you a consistency. This is someone who your customers maybe are already familiar with, but it's someone who's also already familiar with your business, with the way you do things, with your culture, with processes and procedures. They don't have a learning curve that they have to ride down. It's not as steep when that happens. And that leads me to the second way that consistent ongoing learning and development can help you, and that's to gain a competitive advantage. It helps you enhance the mere ability to run your business more effectively and maybe more efficiently too. It's all the things that occur behind the scenes that it takes to run your business well. All the things that help you develop and deliver quality products and services. It's everything in your value chain. It's your operations, it's your finance, it's your manufacturing, it's your distribution channels, it's your accounting systems, it's your human resource management, your product development, your people development, your service delivery, and your marketing. All of those are so key So you can gain a competitive advantage with ongoing learning and development in those areas. Let's just look at one function where we've seen a lot of change, and that's the marketing function. It really has changed a lot in the past 10 years, pretty dramatically, and it continues to change. Businesses have had to adapt to digital sources, digital tools to be able to market their businesses and to keep up with the pace of change. They had to learn how to market using social media, how to use search engine optimization as a tool to be found on all the search engines that are out there, using keywords and so forth. Locally, my colleague Tammy Finch has built her entire business around this, helping other businesses to use these tools effectively. Her business is Web Services here in East Peoria. Another colleague of mine, Chris Heine, who owns Ideas and Logic, Plus Logic is a marketing strategy company. She was a past guest on Business Minds several weeks ago. She told me she just completed a week-long Facebook Ads Summit offered online by Social Media Examiner, and she's planning to listen to several more sessions. So obviously, because of the nature of what Chris does, the business that she owns, she has to keep up to date with that. But she can also use that own learning for her own business benefit if she's using Facebook ads to market Ideas Plus Logic. And when you ride down that learning curve in any aspect of owning and operating a business, if you can ride that learning curve down faster than another business that's out there, quicker than your competitors do, you gain a true competitive advantage. That's proven fact in the business world. But you also need to maintain that competitive advantage over time through continuous improvement, which is another way that ongoing learning strengthens your brand. So continuous improvement. When you practice continuous improvement, it sends a message to your clients and your customers that you are committed to investing in them because you want to provide the best learning for your employees. You want to provide the best service, the best products to your customers possible. So demonstrating that you're willing to invest your time and resources is really, really important. That ongoing learning ensures, of course, that you have the knowledge and skills, that your employees have the knowledge and skills that are up to date with perhaps changing laws and regulations. Of course, that's really key in some parts of your business and in certain industries. Employment law changes quite a bit, for example. In food service, there are constant changes in laws and regulations. So keeping up to date with that helps you continuously improve. One of the things I love about continuous improvement is that you can use the learning and development opportunities to help employees and yourself become more mindful and aware of things. So you're more readily able to identify issues that might be happening in the business, places where you're inefficient or there are problems in delivering that quality service or those products to your customers. Getting better at identifying those allows you to, in turn, of course, use learning and development to make sure you're correcting the right issues and problems and to actually do so. You may have some gaps in serving customers, so identifying what those gaps are and correcting them, very important. I love this one too. Ongoing learning helps you keep pace with changing trends. So you're not only improving, but you're staying relevant to what your customers want and need. And I want to look at Chris Heine again as a great example of this. She just sent out an email this week to her colleagues, and I'm one of those. And so I got that email from her. She has earned a credential, a certification that has to do with something new and trending in the marketing world, and that's marketing automation. So that's the ability to personalize and automate and supercharge, as she says, relationships with prospects and customers. So she has become an Infusionsoft certified partner. So it's a great example of a way that you can keep pace with trends and then turn that into something you leverage. And then Chris leveraged it one more step. She announced to the world that she's earned this certification. Again, sending that message that you're investing your precious time and other resources to be better at delivering quality products and services to your customers. Another colleague of mine is in the direct marketing industry, and she told me recently she's in a 90-day, that's an investment, 90-day online course about network marketing to help her continuously improve in that field. So a second benefit I want to share with you of ongoing learning is it strengthens your personal brand. In one way is your employability, your marketability. Companies obviously want to hire people who are competent, who demonstrate competence, a willingness to learn and grow. So learning about what skills employers are looking for and demanding, both specific to a particular industry or business, but also in general. What are those other skills that employers are looking for? A lot of them fall in that soft skills category of work ethic and communication, teamwork, leadership, and so forth. Another way that ongoing learning strengthens your personal brand is career advancement. If you become more effective in the workplace, you're more able to make a meaningful contribution. You're more able to be noticed that that's happening, and then the employer's more readily perhaps going to promote you or put you in a position to maybe be that entrepreneur I talked about a couple of weeks ago. You're gaining higher level thinking skills, higher conceptual and critical thinking. That assists you with career advancement or moving into new positions of leadership and management. It can help you just in general be a better person, be the best version of yourself possible. That's really what your personal brand is all about. Because the third thing that ongoing learning and development can do to strengthen your personal brand is insight and self-awareness. Ongoing learning in these areas helps you discover things about yourself that maybe you aren't aware of. It can help you discover blind spots that may actually be weakening your personal brand versus strengthening it. It can help you assess your strengths and also your areas for improvement, and then look for opportunities that will help you improve. Another colleague of mine told me that she just took the StrengthsFinder 2.0 self-assessment, and she found it really eye-opening. And I agree, those self-assessments can really help that. And one of the things I love about that insight and self-awareness is it can help you actually along the way discover your values and your true passions and what you really want to be when you grow up. That took me a while, but it was really my education along the way, my ongoing learning and development that helped me realize what I wanted to do with my career and my life. It actually took me in a new direction and helped me channel my values and passions into what I do right now. I spoke at a luncheon in Bloomington last week, the Human Resources Council, and before I spoke, I was sitting next to a gentleman at a table, and he said, "So, how did you become interested in what you do?" And he really made me realize in that moment something that I think intuitively I knew, but it brought it to the forefront of my thinking that it was my education. Just pursuing a degree in management and then later a degree in marketing and management. And I did a self-design master's, so I got to bring in a lot of learning from some areas that were helping me achieve specific learning goals and outcomes, but because I wanted to start a business, I wanted to teach. And just exploring those topics piqued my interest, made me realize I have this passion for helping people and businesses be the best they can be to thrive. And what can I do then? How can I channel that into actually a business, which I did 16 years ago, and continue to use that business as a way to do it. I am so grateful for people along the way who helped me realize and exercise my skills and my strengths and put my passions into play. Those professors who took me aside and said, you know, you really should be focusing on leadership development, not just your own, but teaching it. You need to teach. I denied that for so long, and thank you, Dr. Tim Miller, for opening up my eyes that, yes, that is what I had a passion for and was good at, too. I had a professor along the way when I was taking an abnormal psychology class, of all things, but really, really interesting and fascinating class. And we had this extensive research paper that we did and handed mine in, and he was one of these teachers who liked to put everybody's scores. He didn't put names up there, but he'd put the range of grades. And somebody got an A plus down to, I don't know what it was. Well, one person was the A plus. It was me. I'm not telling you that to brag about myself, but it was our conversation afterwards when I went up to him and I said, wow, thank you. I really was honored that you highlighted that. And he said, well, my pleasure, best paper I've ever written in teaching this class. And I said, well, I love to write. And he said, oh, no, my dear, you love to think. Wow, that opened my eyes up a lot. So sometimes it's not the formal education, it's what someone else sees in us. And I love that what one of my other colleagues said. When you have that good insight about who you are, it can point you in the direction of ongoing learning opportunities that will continue to strengthen your personal brand. My client and colleague, Julie Drake, who's also been a guest on Business Minds, she loves being inspired by a variety of authors who resonate with her values and personal brand, such as Joyce Myers and Anthony Robbins. Another colleague of mine told me she's always feeding her mind and spirit. Books, podcasts, mentors, you name it, I do it, she said. Those are some wonderful benefits to strengthen your personal brand. But the third benefit of ongoing learning is that it strengthens your employer brand. Well, what is an employer brand? An employer brand is the brand that you display and demonstrate and promise to potential and existing employees. It's how people perceive your reputation as a place to work. So when you offer professional development opportunities and ongoing learning for your employees, it will help you in 3 ways: to attract, engage, and retain employees. All very, very critical to the success of your business. So let's talk about why it can help you attract. Most people want a chance to learn and grow and develop. That feeds a need in us to fulfill ourselves, to be the best that we can be, to optimize our potential. And if you look at the younger generations in the workforce, they especially are looking for employers who definitely offer ongoing learning and development opportunities. So something to definitely keep in mind. It helps you engage your employees. They stay not just interested, but interesting to their colleagues, to your customers even. It exposes employees to new ways of doing things, new thinking, new perspectives, maybe fresh perspectives, which we're all about here on Business Minds, to ongoing problems or issues that they face at work. They may feel more excited about doing their work, more motivated, more enthused, more inspired, and that's contagious. It will influence the people that they're working with and may even influence you as their supervisor or as the business owner. And that can help to improve morale overall. And that leads me to the retention aspect of strengthening your employer brand through ongoing learning and development. It helps employees be more confident in their ability to do their work and to navigate things that may find challenging in the workplace, like office politics and conflicts, difficult coworkers or customers, and just stress in general. When employees gain confidence in their ability to engage with people, to communicate more effectively, and deal with stress, they build resilience and they're better able to adapt to change. And with change being a constant, as we know, that's very important. Learning and development can build people's confidence in how they present themselves in a variety of situations. We all know the fear of public speaking is strong, so learning and development in that area can help employees build confidence in being able to get in front of an audience, whether that's an audience of one talking to you, their supervisor, or a business owner, or talking to a larger group. It can help them be more confident in presenting their ideas and suggestions, whether that's a simple suggestion in a meeting or a formal proposal. Ongoing learning teaches leaders and managers how to be their best and to create a positive work environment, to be more mindful of how they're interacting with employees and how they're showing up and communicating. All of those things will help you retain employees, and you certainly want to retain those who have become your best talent. When you invest in employees, you're demonstrating that you care about them, you value them, you appreciate them. They're an important part of your business. So I hope you've enjoyed today's program and you've learned the ongoing benefits of learning and development. It's a big investment, yes, but it's an investment that pays big returns. You can strengthen your business brand, strengthen your personal brand, and strengthen your employer brand. As an educator and thinking partner, I can help you in all of these areas. If you need assistance, I can coach you right here on Business Minds. That's an element of Business Minds that's available to you as a guest. There are guest spots open in August as I continue the topic of learning and development as our theme. If you're a current business owner or an entrepreneur who embraces learning and development and you want to showcase that here on Business Minds, you want to build your employer brand, you have a need to attract employees to work at your business, you want to give examples of how you're using learning and development to serve your customers better, and in the process, reach potentially thousands of people through our viewership and the viewership that we tap into beyond just our Facebook. It's YouTube, it's PeoriaTV.com, it's i3TV, broadband subscribers, and so forth. I also invite you to contact me about being a guest. You can contact me by emailing me at businessminds@email.com. Give me a call directly at 309-657-7528. Either way, I look forward to hearing from you and discussing how I can help you really leverage that ongoing learning and development to strengthen your business brand, strengthen your personal brand, and strengthen your employer brand. Thanks so much for tuning in today. It's been my pleasure to spend time with you. I'm always open to your comments and feedback. Please make sure to do so on our Facebook page. Love to hear from you always and value your feedback. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful week.
PeoriaLife.com